Marina Ponti, welcome to Climate Action Live.
I'm so happy to be here. A big pleasure, Jeremy.
Thank you, Marina. So, you are the director of the United Nations SDG Action Campaign. Could you tell us about your mission and your latest work?
Thank you, Jeremy. So the UN SDG Action Campaign is an initiative of the UN Secretary General with a very specific mandate to mobilize people and inspire individuals and policymakers to take action. Action for what? Action to bring us closer to the vision of the Sustainable Development Goals, which is a vision for a world more peaceful, more just, and more sustainable. In other words, we are campaigning and we are taking action for climate, social justice, and peace.
Marina, it's June 2024. What's your assessment of the current situation in relation to our journey of protecting our planet and each other?
So the situation is not too good if you see it. I mean, we read it every day on the news. There are conflict everywhere. There are more conflict now than in the past 60 years, as I'm sure you know very well. The world is on fire. We're losing biodiversity. There are reverse in gender equality, in hunger. There is more poverty, and particularly there is increase inequalities within countries and between countries. But at the same time, we see that change is possible. We have seen it with COVID, that when there was a very clear vision and a very strong sense of urgency, we have seen how people and government and private sector turn around their strategy, and we all change our behaviors, and companies change the business model to halt the pandemic and to finalize in 1 year a vaccine which should have taken 10 years. So although the situation is not extremely positive, as data and as news every day reminded us, we also see that change is possible, and there are many people that are making that change possible everywhere, all over the world.
So I'd like to ask you, a phrase, no climate action, no peace. Could you talk to me about what you think when you hear that statement?
The majority of conflict are due to lack or competition over natural resources. So to me, that phrase is very clear, is really spot on, because we need to cooperate together. We need to share natural resources. If we don't share them, if we compete with them, or if we undermine with some business models those natural resources, there will be more conflict, because people need water. People need land to grow their food. People need to live in places which are healthy, which are secure. So we need to address climate, but also we need to address equal and a fair redistribution of resources so that everyone can live a life in dignity. And that will help achieve sustainable peace, allow people to live in dignity, and allow our planet to survive, to strive, protect our biodiversity, and protect all the natural resources. So as we receive them from our ancestors, we can hand it over to our future generation.
What advice would you give to people to make the most impactful contribution?
One advice in today's reality, when we act very fast on social media, we often react to email or very, very fast, is to pause. Whenever something happens, don't act immediately. Just reflect on the consequences. Because every action, individual or at any level, has consequences. But because our society goes extremely fast, we move very fast, and sometimes we put in motion anger, we put in motion or unsustainable behavior or angry situation that then lead to more disequality or unsettlement or conflict. So pause before you take action, before you speak. Pause and think of the consequences. This would be one very important advice to everyone, to my peers, to government in power, to business leaders, and to young people.
It's fantastic advice, Marina, and definitely something I'm going to remember as I go into next week in the lead up to Climate Action Live. Take a deep breath, pause on all the big decisions that you have to make. Fantastic. Finally, if people would like to support the UN SDG Action Campaign and its efforts to create a more peaceful and sustainable world, how can they best do that, Marina?
Well, first of all, if people are aware of change maker or incredible initiative that are making a difference in every corner of the place, we have now running the SDG Action Awards, which is really looking for people who are making a difference and who are inspiring action through creativity, through impact, and through their work. So SDG Action Awards, if you think you are one of them, or if you know somebody else, please put yourself, apply, and then share this call for application. So this is the first thing. And the second thing would be there is an app that the United Nations is promoting, which is called Act Now, where you can subscribe and you can commit to taking action, and you can see the impact that your action can have in terms of sustainability, in terms of social cohesion in your community. So I really encourage you to download the app and to commit to improve your behavior, and so that they are more sustainable and they're protecting the natural resources. And then the third, very important, wherever you are, there are some civil society, some groups that are helping, or refugees, or helping people with disability, or helping to clean up the environment. Join one of these groups, contribute, and also connect with other people that are working to build a better future. And this is very important because you'll feel that we're not alone trying to make a difference. We're not alone with a different vision for a future. And to feel that you're not alone, that we are all united in our diversity toward a better future will help us, to give us the strength and the motivation and the courage to face the disequality and the injustice that we see every day in the world. So we're not alone. Unite to act.
Amazing, Marina. So I really hope that everyone gets the Act Now app, which I know is incredible. You have millions of people using it around the world, so congratulations on that. And also the SDG Action Awards. Find out more about that and participate. Marina, it's incredible to speak to you. The very best of luck with your amazing work. Always a pleasure. Thank you.
Same to you, Jeremy. Same to you. Well done.